does this work? Like this?
4, 3, 2, 1. Hey! 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 Welcome to Buttland! It's laying down a rough. Saying hello to Tank and check out the butt. Head over to Broken.
All right, here we are, Brickworld Crossing. Thanks for joining us tonight. We've got 1 like so far. I can't see how many people are watching, but yeah, this is your weekly Animal Crossing live stream from the Brickworld team. And we are with 1 person watching and 1 like, so appreciate that a lot, whoever it is who's out there watching. Had a little technical hiccup tonight, but nothing as crazy as 2 weeks ago when we couldn't actually play the game at all because I couldn't get my capture card to connect. So here we are. It is the day before New Year's Eve, 2024. And we're going to be moving some stuff around. I think I can talk to Goose now. Let me see. Hello.
Hey, Booker Butt.
How's your day, Ben?
It's been all right. I went to the Lego store today.
Yeah,
I went to get some Shire action.
Nice.
And while I was there, I got 4 Pick-a-Brick boxes.
Yeah.
To complement the last time I was there, and I got 6. So the last 2 trips, I've gotten 10 Pick-a-Brick boxes because
Nice.
the Pick-a-Brick that's been there's actually been pretty good lately.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
What sort of pieces did you pick up?
Yeah, so I've gotten a bunch of the fern piece.
Okay. What color?
In both dark green and like the bright green, not the regular green.
Okay.
And then today I also got a whole bunch of that. I got a number of trans light blue pieces,
Okay.
both 1x1 tile and 1x1 brick.
1x1 tile and 1x1
Yeah.
brick. That's amazing.
Yeah. And then
Those
they
guys
had a bunch
who are-
of this piece.
I can't see
I
that.
didn't even get it in there. It's
Hold on.
that.
I can bring you up. I think I
yeah.
can bring you up. Hold on. There we go. You.
It's this piece. I just dropped it. That's okay. I got a whole thing of them. It's the 2 tall, the 2 plate tall
Yeah.
snot piece with the rounded back
Okay.
and light bluish gray. So as you can imagine, I filled an entire box up with this piece.
Yeah, that's part of this year's order for Brickworld's
Yeah.
stream event order. Oops, let's do it like this. Put you back in.
And a few more pieces besides that. But those
Nice.
were just some of the highlights. So it's been good. Oh, I got a whole bunch of the sand green small tree element or leaf element. So lots of good stuff.
Like the 1x1 with the tri-leaf?
No, the
1x3x4?
yeah, this
Oh, nice.
this thing.
Yeah, and sand green. It's a good
Yeah,
color
it's
for
sand
that.
green. Yep. So yeah, they had lots of good stuff. I don't know. It's been crazy. There was a time where I'd go there and they'd have like 4 bins full of 2x4 brick in the same color. I'd be like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
So now they're correcting that by getting nothing but good stuff in there.
All right, so Ben, I think I'm going to put Annabelle's house back, very close to where it was, but just in this area here. So those medieval building sides are taking the place of a building at the moment.
Oh,
Any
so we're
thoughts
back.
on this?
We're back on Buttland today.
We sure are.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So we're gonna make this look eventually like a medieval castle street. I know you're not a big fan of castle, but you know, you just like
No,
to
it's the
pretend like
worst,
you are
but
for
okay.
this stream. Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
Ben, did you watch the Nintendo Direct today?
No, was it more Switch 2 news?
It was. They finally revealed all of the great stuff about it, and it
Okay.
looks like I believe the one person watching, by the way, is Copper Valor. She made a comment. There were two people watching for a moment, but now it's back down to one, and I do believe that it is she who has joined us tonight. Um, so yeah, there was they talked about the hardware and when it's going to be released, and I'm sure there's some pre-purchase news out there. I didn't have the time to look it up. I kept meaning to, but then kept forgetting, getting distracted with other things. This is a very hard time of the year to do extra things. Whoops, that is not the tool that I wanted. This is what I wanted. So yeah, it basically went through some new game titles. Like they're coming out with a new Donkey Kong game for the first time in a long time. They are coming out with a new Mario Kart. Hey, look who's here! It's Ostif's Bricks. Hey, Ostif, how you doing tonight? Good to see you, Pookie. I miss you so much too. I feel like I saw you like every day for a month, and then it's just there's just been an Ostif drought lately. So yeah, we're redesigning the Buttland Village tonight. But yeah, my big takeaway from the Nintendo Direct was that there was no Animal Crossing news.
No, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, very. I was waiting to hear about a new title, and I guess we're just gonna have to keep waiting. Get away.
It would seem like one of their hot properties right now. How about Pokemon? Any Pokemon news out of that?
No, there was a Tamagotchi Plaza from a third-party developer. Let's say hi to Shabra.
How about Zelda? Any Zelda?
Yes, Snowy Buttland really is magical, Laba. Well, there's a couple cool things in there. So there's like some prequel to Zelda, and then they're remaking the last two games for Switch 2. Austin says, "I'm sorry, work has had me swamped. Finally off. No worries, man. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Can't believe 2024 is almost over, Shabra. I really can't. One of these days I'm gonna be able to give you a gift and get you out of this red crap. All right, I guess Miles, we're about talking to my villagers. I can get that now. Oh yeah, I already played today, so we just gotta move Annabelle's house and then we can move on with the day. If it's not snowing, I might stick around. I might skip forward to the oh, it is snowing. Never mind. One of these days, I want to see Celeste on my island again. I haven't seen her for a while, but then again, I only go through one day every 2 weeks, so not quite as much time spent in the game as it feels like. Let's see, we've already done that. Do. So yeah, and then there's they're gonna have some sort of I can't remember if it was an online connection or something like that, to old GameCube games. So
Okay.
you're able to access games that were available on the GameCube, and I think some Animal Crossing people are excited about that because that might mean that they're able to play the original Animal Crossing. So Ostaf says he just wants to be my biggest fan. Well, yeah, you can certainly do that. Anytime you get off work to be my biggest fan, I appreciate. I want to move an island home, please. How's the home rebuilding coming, Ostif? After the neighbor's gas explosion. For those of you who don't know. Yeah. I didn't really, but I don't know if he said this. I think maybe it was on a different stream. I'm not sure if you were watching it. That he saw the house blow up. He was on his way back from a
run. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you did that. Okay, maybe that.
I did hear that. Yeah.
Was said here. Yeah.
Yeah. So he actually saw the house explode.
Crazy. Yeah. Knocked him on his butt. I had a feeling Annabelle's gonna really like this idea. Oh my goodness, what was I even thinking? We haven't changed my outfit yet. Yeah. Yay. Okay, come on. Yep, bye. So that's fun. We're gonna move this house. I'm tired today. This is like one of the days where I was like, I wish this stream didn't start at 11.
If only you knew the person in charge of that.
I know, right? Well, I mean, it's just a day like today when we got Orion and Cheeto here, and Matt and I have to watch Survivor before this starts. You know, priorities.
Yeah, can't get behind on that.
Matt had another one of those days where he didn't come home last night. Oh, yay! Thanks for dancing with me, Tom Nook. So Copper Valor says she's not in the best mood, so be especially funny tonight. Oh, great! Like, I feel actually rather boring and not funny tonight, and now I feel on the spot. So it says Mark is Poppy. Mark is Poppy. I'm back in home finally, but the garage is still done, but the back end is still iffy. Interesting. So they fixed the garage before they fixed your house. I'm always feeling psyched. I love Muffy. That's great. Something I meant to tell Copper Valor, and I can't remember what. That's a good story, right?
Maybe you wanted to call her out, see if she finally went back and listened to her stream, and determined if she did say basically, I was a failure as a host and you were the best.
I didn't even go back and check.
Yeah, I didn't either, but I'm pretty sure she said that.
Fun times, fun times. That was Friday night stream.
Yes.
Yeah, you and I were there together for a minute, and then I had to go eat. Asif says, no, the back is kind of detached, but has a little walkway. A nice little walkway,
Okay.
even. Okay.
A nice
okay,
little walkway.
Good to know. Are we being funny yet?
The only good walkway is a nice little walkway.
Yeah. Agreed. Changing room. We're gonna get changed. All right, Ben. What's Mark wearing today?
You know, last time we ended up with a bit of a theme. We had the Wisconsin bro
Yeah,
who was like
that was Quinlan.
half drunk, half going to a Milwaukee Bucks game or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of feel like what we should do is we should pick a theme and then try to match it. But the theme's got to be really random.
Okay. You can look up a random
it's-
theme generator on Google.
I don't know if we need a random theme generator so much as just
Ben, you're failing at making Copper Valor feel better.
well, I'm sorry that I didn't realize that was my entire job. Just, one of the many things that I'm supposed to be doing here.
Well, now you know.
You know what? You know what I feel like?
What?
Because you just went past the bowling shirts.
I love the bowling shirt.
I feel like we should try to make this guy look like a hungover Scotty bowler now.
A hungover what bowler?
A hungover Scotty bowler,
What the
aka
hell's a Scotty? Is that an adjective?
Someone from Wisconsin.
Oh, a Scotty. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, Scotty. Kind
so
of
what
basically,
color?
I want him to look like Reed.
Yikes! Clearly,
yeah.
you get a walkway for Pookie. This is getting kinky. 80% of it is all dine. What color?
Right, that's good.
What
Purple.
color for purple?
Purple.
Good.
Purple.
What team is purple?
That's just what Reed wears on Friday. His Friday Night Bricks attire.
Should we go all purple?
Do you have purple jeans? I want purple jeans.
Let's see. We've got this purple, which are kind of skin tight. We got
What about
cuffed
the
pants
cuffed
that are
ones?
purple.
Yeah, cuffed. We're gonna go
Yeah.
with cuffed for sure.
I like that. All right, so.
Yep.
Any headgear? I think there's a beer hat. Hold on.
Oh
might
yeah,
not
let's
have
get
it.
that. The drink
with
hat.
with the straws.
Yeah, with the curly straws.
Am I making
You
that
gotta
up,
have
or does
that.
that exist? I might be making
Feels
it
like
up.
that's required. Where is it?
It might be something that I don't have that I've been like, this is dumb. I'm going to sell it like every time.
How's it
You know, I have
possible
like
you don't have it?
several football helmets. I don't know. I usually keep one of everything just in case I need it for LaBelle visits. Whoops, sorry. Oops. Also, your gift came in today. The second one, second attempt.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel bad now. You didn't have to rebuy the liquor. I'd have drank the original. Got one for Ben as well. Keep in mind, Ben does not drink.
I drink lots of things, just probably not what you're drinking.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Where's this
okay.
silly beer hat?
Yeah, where's the
I guess I
Scotty
don't
hat?
have it. That's crazy.
Well, if we are like trying to use Reed as inspiration, what if we gave him a halo? I saw a halo up there.
Yeah. Up here?
Yeah, up and to the right. There it is.
Yep, I see it.
Look at that. Little
Yeah,
halo.
that'll show up nice against the snow. All right,
Yeah. All right.
what else we need?
We need to just go straight goatee on the beard. For sure.
Where's my goatee? I'm failing at this. I don't have a goatee.
How is that possible?
I don't know. That's crazy.
Well, if
Cubby
we
has
can't
one.
go. Yeah, okay. Well, if we
That's
can't
weird.
go goatee, we got to go handlebar mustache.
All right, I have 2 of those apparently. Oh yeah, which one do you want? You want handlebar mustache or do you want
The curly cues.
curly? Yeah, which one?
We got to go with the squirrel. There we go.
Perfect.
Oh, I
I
love
can't
it.
believe I don't have a goatee. That's very
I
annoying.
can't believe it either.
I'm sure I could buy it. Ben has a very different gift.
Oh, good. Very
Mark,
different.
Mark should make me and we can go. Mark, what? Mark should make me and we can go on cute Animal Crossing dates. Yeah, make a version of Ostiff for my island. We could do that with Cubby. They can't show up there at the same time. Once you get a non-crispy switch, we can go on dates for sure. We can go to freaking Brewster's Roost or whatever the hell, which I can't stand. Copperfellow says, okay, one thing fixed. I got rid of the clicking in my KK birthday song. Well, that's good. Glad to hear that.
I was very concerned about that.
I know you were. You were talking
Now I
about
feel
it
much
all
better.
last week.
I was.
Purple socks?
Are we even going to be able to see the socks with the cuffed pants unless we go with like sandals?
Does he wear sandals with socks?
It sounds like something Reed would do. So yeah, let's do that.
Sounds like something a drunk Scotty Bowler would do. A hungover Scotty Bowler, I think he said.
Hungover Scotty Bowler. Yeah.
Scabbard.
Probably. There's not a bowling bag or bowling ball that he could carry.
There
is there?
is. June 5th is when the new Switch comes out, Ostiff. You could do this sports bag. Let's see if there's an actual bowling.
What's the weird Easter egg one?
Oh, this stupid bunny day.
Oh man, that one's creepy.
Yeah, it is. Dreamy unicorn.
Dream unicorn.
Pochette.
Now let's go with like the gym bag there, the red gym bag.
Red gym
That's
bag.
definitely where you're putting the crossbody bag. That's definitely where you're putting your bowling ball and your bowling shoes.
100%. Why do I have 2 spacey backpacks? Oh, they are different colors. All right. Well, first things first. Here we go. Let's see this excellent pose here. Oh, check him out. Hungover Scotty Bowler. Now we're gonna go to Nook Shopping, and we're gonna buy ourselves a goatee because, honestly, what the fuck? And why would I get rid of it? See, I've definitely had one. Goatee, only $980. Well, 980 bells. It'll be there by tomorrow, and right now we're just gonna go put Annabelle's house down. And will I still get to play with you? Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna get the Switch 2 as well, and I'll start a new island with it. Somebody from ACOB stream, I have to get on Instagram and catch up with them, wants me to stop by and bring them purple pansies and blue roses, which I agreed to do. And I just don't get on Instagram enough to keep up with that. I was supposed to have a meeting with Superhawk this week because they're going to take over Instagram for me, so I can like add stuff to my stories. And
Ooh.
there's I get about 10, 12 messages a day that someone wants to collaborate on a post, or that I get tagged in a post because people like, tag that they're going to Brickworld, or they went to Brickworld, or like they're getting ready for Brickworld. Building for Brickworld. Yikes.
Me too. I'm building for Brickworld.
Did you tag me on Instagram?
No, but maybe I could do that.
Yeah, not yet. Not until I have Josh and Lindsay all set up. Ooh, a balloon. This is one of my Miles things today. Not to get over here on the beach to actually be able to get it. Do. All right, let's see. What does this say? If you have the new one, yes, exactly. Yep, it'll be possible. Supposedly it's going to even be easier. Hi, Orion. Yeah, so there's a C button, this mysterious C button on the Nintendo Switch. And it basically turns the Switch into a live stream. Like, you can join and see what I'm playing on my screen, and, it can hear you. So if I hook my Switch up, which it looks like it's going to be easier, you don't have to, hopefully you want it to go through this rigmarole of having a capture card. And, like, we'll see for sure, though. A barbecue, hooray. We got another like. How'd that happen? Do we have more than 2? Nope. Still just 2 people watching. We got Awesome Copper here. Remember the one week I was just like, I can't believe we had 71 views on the stream, and it's just gone downhill ever since then.
Mm-hmm. Well, Ostef says he registered his first mock the other day. How
Oh,
about that?
nice. Good. Oh, 3 people watching now. That's great.
Oh, we're on fire.
Yeah, sure are. Can feel the heat.
Even if I am bringing down the stream, Angel Kitty's here.
Yay! Angel Kitty's Adventures is in the house. Thanks for joining us again this week. Just leaving a quick like before bed. Appreciate that a lot. Hopefully you'll catch us tomorrow on the replay. We're a little low energy tonight, unfortunately. Sounds like the world is. But you know, it's early in the stream. Maybe energy will pick up. I don't think mine will, to be honest. All right, so we're gonna put Annabelle's house right here, just a little bit off from Diana's house, and I'm gonna go ahead and put them right on opposite sides of this little trellis thing. I never remember what it's called. Pagoda.
Pergola.
It's either pergola or pagoda. Finally figured out the
Pergoda.
clicking in my videos, Angel Kitty. I don't remember hearing the clicking. I know I've seen the birthday song, or at least heard you talk about it. So I don't know what was. I don't know what was clicking. Safe from what? What happened? Oscar says, yes, now making my packing list for Brickworld. Angel Kitty's Animal Adventure says, thanks, Copper. It's pretty windy here, but no storms. Okay, good. There must be some tornado warnings in that area. We had them here today. How was your weather, Ben?
It's been, what's the right word for this? A little windy, but mostly last week we had one day where it was 70. Now it's been in the mid to high 30s. But it was like raining and or sleeting for like the last 2 days. It's been kind of gross.
Is it me or are the guys kind of quiet? It could be me. Well, my Yeti is turned up all the way. Ben's is...
Where's mine? It seems like
Ben's,
it's
yeah, yours is real good.
going good.
It's
Yeah.
at 86. Mine's at 99. Yours is clipping in yellow.
see?
Should be okay. We're using echo cancellation. She's in a bad weather area. What is that?
What is what?
There was a buzzing sound.
Oh, I was the microphone disconnected for a second and then reconnected.
Oh, okay.
It does that sometimes. I don't know why.
Yeah, I did that during the stream last week.
Yeah. Today I went to Bricks and Minifigs, and they had a aerial intruder. It's a Blacktron 2 set.
Ooh, nice.
That was in like immaculate condition. So I got it. And it's really cool.
Why can't I get in the right spot here? Okay. No.
Still no Imperial Trading Post. I've never found an Imperial Trading Post.
You will one of these days.
Someday.
We'll mention it on the stream enough. You'll find it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just gotta manifest this shit.
Yeah.
let
Copper
me
says
look
I
at
have
it.
my phone turned way up. That's why I'm asking. I don't know.
I don't know. I hope it sounds okay. As far as I can tell, it should sound okay, but what the hell do I know? We're definitely proven on here that we might not be the best technical live streamers out there. I think no matter what happens, I'm just going to leave it. I feel like I should move it up one spot. This is driving me nuts. All right. I need to rethink it. Where does her house end? Here. So, but it does come out that one little step. All right, all right. So if we were standing in this, because that's right next to her house. I can't push this over, right? Oh, I can. Oh, because it's on a half? I don't know what's happening. All right. Austin says, also, Mark, just thank you for being one of my bestest friends ever and my Pookie. Thinking about you a lot lately. Just such a great human. Love you, brother. Love you too, Austin. Appreciate that a lot. All I need to survive is constant reassurance and self-esteem boost. That's all.
Yeah. Well, Ostef's good for that, for sure.
Yes. 100% he is. All right, so I think I'm going to stand here. And I think wherever it ends up is where it's going to fucking go. How about that? How about that, people? Sorry about my mouth. Hopefully I didn't offend anybody. Yeah, this is where it's going, Ben.
Okay. That's where I would have put it.
Good. Thank you.
Is this a
Okay.
good spot? Sure, why not?
Then we'll kill some of these flowers and stuff. Doodaloo doo doo. Yeah, I think that's good. All right, next up, let's see. We're gonna skip forward today. Hopefully the snowman will be dead, and we can start working on the second level behind this. In the meantime, I do believe we need to get rid of some of these flowers. Do you think I have enough flowers on this island?
Probably.
I don't even know what I just dug up. What was that? That was a bush. Okay. I think it was a bush. Get rid of this. God, I mean, just the way I used to do these yards so elaborately. I think it's fine. But what I'd like to do is create like a multi-level castle street. So we'll probably put out some stone fences and some cobblestone paths. And I want to make sure it's easy to find this stuff and it doesn't get disappeared by Annabelle's house here. And this is a nice little yard. It's just, whoa, it's more like the interior of someone's house instead of what you would put in a yard, like a couple of, these aren't bamboo shelves, but they were like, before I could make the bamboo shelf, I was trying to make something that was like it. So I put all these planters on these benches and this chaise lounge. Who puts a chaise lounge outside? Like, it's just a little bit too much. This was Gail's yard, and Gail likes pink. And so I put a lot of pink stuff out. And let's see, is this
I got a highly important question.
Yeah, what's up?
Did you fix your ice maker?
No, it just kept like that's just the noise it makes when it's creating ice. And apparently the dogs haven't been around it for a while. Ben, thank you for being a genuine, kind soul. Very glad to meet you, broski. So he didn't want you to feel left out of the love.
Oh, that's
Austin's a sweet guy, man.
He is a very nice person. Yes. Somebody thinks so.
Austin also said, I did meet Daredevil last weekend. Yeah, I remember you bringing that up in the comment and we kind of blew it off. How was that, Austin? Tell us all about it.
A Daredevil? The Daredevil? Which Daredevil?
I think it's the Marvel Daredevil.
Oh, Charlie, what's his name?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's correct.
Good old Charlie, what's his name?
Yeah. I think you are
Definitely
right.
Definitely not Ben Affleck.
No.
No.
It wasn't his wife at the time. So what happened with the ice maker is this. I sent Ben a video because I had cleaned out the ice cube tray because we don't really use it because there's a lead pipe coming directly in the house. So we only if we ever were having a party, we'll go buy a bag of ice. And then the only water we drink in the house is the filtered water from like a pitcher because we haven't gotten an all-home filter put on this pipe, which is right behind the screen, which is why I keep pointing this way when I talk about this pipe. And one of these days, I guess we will do something about it. I don't know. I have a burst pipe in the back of this basement here that I feel really dumb about letting happen. And because I've had enough water problems down here. So I need to get that fixed next. But I had emptied the ice out of there because I do occasionally use it to like cool down water for hard-boiled eggs or like give the dogs a treat because they're easily tricked into thinking that that's an actual treat. I've been forgetting this lately. How do we find it's plus? There we go. So I emptied the ice cube emptied the ice cube tray, making the ice cube maker work again. And as the motor was running, the dogs were going nuts. They did not know what was happening. I believe they thought someone was trying to break in. Like, they're like, it's coming from the walls, it's coming from the ceiling, it's coming from everywhere. They were pissed off about this ice cube tray maker sound that I'm sure they've heard before. I imagine they've had to have heard before at some point. Always count on your villager to get in your way when you're trying to landscape. Let's see. Austin Brick says it was 12 out of 10 moment of his life. Loves his portrayal of his character. I was shaking of happiness and just loved the moment. I'm just still in disbelief it happened. Did you get an autograph? Did you get a picture with him? Sounds like fun. Where were you, by the way, too?
Charlie Cox is the guy's name.
Good name. Good, strong name.
That is a good name.
Okay.
C-O-X even. That's, the only way to spell Cox in a last name format. If you spelled some other way, you got other problems, brah.
Like C-A-U-X? Would never trust anybody who spells Cox C-A-U-X. That's upsetting just thinking about it.
Yeah, I think we're supposed to... That would seem French-Canadian, and I think we're at war with Canada now or something.
Right, we appear to be. I don't know if you saw the last thing that happened before the Senate went to bed, but they did pass a bill disallowing Trump to put tariffs on Canada.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a fun morning of misspelled tweets that come out at 3
4
in the morning.
autographs and 1 photo, but it was the Cleveland Fan Expo.
Ooh. Apparently, Brickworld is way better than the Cleveland Fan Expo.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, it does have Cleveland in the name, so that kind of takes it down a notch.
Right. According to Ostif, it's like the worst city in the world.
The mistake by the lake, they call it.
I have heard that. Perhaps here, perhaps recently, perhaps you said it last week.
I might have.
Anything's possible. All right, let's go get rid of some of this crap. And then we'll flip to tomorrow, and poor Cubby will lose his miles bonus from checking in at the ABD. Can I pick this stuff up yet? I'll at least pick this up. I hear another balloon. Oh, they're talking to each other. I love when they do this. So sometimes they talk to each other, and then you pick up on their conversation, but some of them don't get along very well. And it's mostly the crankies who don't get along with the crankies and jocks have the most trouble getting along with others. Sometimes the snooties, the lazies,
I can relate.
Yeah. What kind of
Yeah.
crankies have you not been getting along with lately?
I am a cranky.
Oh, I didn't know that. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Mhm.
I'm lazy.
Ah, okay.
I didn't read any of that, but at least we got it on. We have video evidence that it happened. Never want to do a fan expo again. Hated the event, but was just so happy to see him. I wonder what a fan expo is. It's just like meeting a bunch of celebrities, like getting a bunch of, probably if it's anything like San Diego Comic-Con, just getting a bunch of marketing shoved in your face from gigantic booths and walkthroughs that trick you into standing in line for something that you can get for free that you don't really want. Except for the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive minifigure, which had a line that wrapped around the entire,
The Comic-Con exclusive sets and minifigs are always big draws.
Yeah. Well, we still got Copper and Pook here. So we might not be cheering Copper up, but at least entertaining her enough that she's sticking around for a bit. I wonder why she's in a bad mood today. I wonder if she'd tell us. She seems to be a little bit more private than we are.
Yeah. My daughter the other day was asking me to tell her stories about my childhood.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I was like, well, that's a interesting question. Like, what do you want to know? She goes, I don't know, just something you've never told me before.
Oh, that's very
Like,
cute.
There are many things I've never told you before.
Oh, so Ostif calls it the Fart Expo.
So is that like
Old
fan
people?
art, fantasy art,
Yeah,
nerds who have eaten too much beef? Like, what is it?
yeah. Explain why you
Um,
call it that.
Yeah. So I told my daughter, she asked me if I ever fought with my siblings. I have 3 siblings, and I said, yeah, I fought some with my brother who's only 13 months younger than me. And I told her that what I used to do is if we'd get in a fight and he would, say he was going to tell on me, I would tell my brother that it wasn't me who did the bad thing to him. It was the evil Ben that lived on the ceiling.
Oh, wow.
And
That's
that
actually kinda
worked
creepy.
for a surprisingly long amount of time.
Well, they were probably scared of this evil Ben that lived on the ceiling. I've seen
They
horror
should
movies
have
that
been.
end that way,
Yeah.
where there was an
They
evil Ben
should
that
have
lived
been.
on the ceiling, and they didn't believe him, and then they all got
Gotta
murdered
believe
by
him.
the evil Ben that lived on the ceiling. It's a thing
It's
that
just
happens.
Yeah, it's just like how, they used to have Snuffleupagus used to be invisible.
Yeah, nobody could see him.
Yeah, but then they were afraid that since no one was believing Big Bird, that it would be like an issue. So then they like changed it so people could see Snuffy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like that.
Well, I was always kind of annoyed that like Snuffleupagus would walk away at the last second every time after it was like thoroughly explained to him that nobody ever believed him
Yeah.
that Snuffy was real, and he just like find some reason to like walk off right before there were people about to see him. So Ostif says it's the gas expo, way too smelly. Pu, so gross. What? Why was this place so smelly? Why was it?
Maybe it's next to Lake Erie, and sometimes Lake Erie just smells.
Is there like a gas refinery next to it? Like I'm super confused, and I
Yeah.
need to know what's happening at this place. So I'll show
I
you.
think it's just a bunch of sweaty dudes. Like,
That
Trying
makes
to meet
sense.
Charlie Cox, you know?
I worked in a Lego design shop, so I know friggin' smelly shops for sure. Nerds who don't shower. I didn't shower today. I should. I'm still wearing the same shirt I was wearing on Sunday. The
Yeah, I'm wearing the zip up sweatshirt with no shirt on underneath. So we're both in slob mode today.
yeah, I there was a night I played this week where I was doing laundry, and so I just had a pair of jogging pants on, and I'm sitting here like this, and so I screen capped it for the thumbnail today. And just as I'm about to hit save, I was like, "Am I naked in the corner?" I'm like, "Let's crop me out of this," because I wasn't naked, but it looked like it. You couldn't tell because you couldn't see below here. So, also
Yeah.
says with how life has been, with how life has been, so I just need a good mark hug. All right, well, you got to wait a couple months for that. But the amount of BO and fart smells is nasty.
Yeah.
When you
So
hug
it sounds
Mark,
like it is. Depends on how hard he hugs you, I think.
right?
At least for one of those things.
Well, let's be honest. I've had some pretty bad BO at Brickworld. I
Uh-huh.
don't get as much opportunity to pay attention to my hygiene, let's say, and I've had people buy me deodorant. And I'm like, that's not the problem.
It's not your natural musk is just not sufficient.
No, apparently it's not pretty.
Okay.
Like people got to judge. Like we want your natural musk to be pretty, otherwise we're offended by the horrible smell. There was a year I wore barefoot shoes, the type that had the toes.
Oh
And
yeah.
I had forgotten the socks in California, so I'm just like, I'll just wear them without socks. And dear God, after about a day of that, those shoes were like never going to smell the same again.
Yeah, I totally ruined. I had some sandals that had like the closed toe on them that
Yeah.
I wore to like my first Brickworld. Completely cooked after. It's just the
Oh,
amount of
yeah.
standing you do
Mm-hmm.
and whatever. It just smelled like absolute death inside my shoe.
That entire our convention can be pretty nasty with nerd stink. That's for sure.
Yeah, but at least it's big enough
We can pretend like it's somebody else.
that it's not so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Doesn't help that
usually
it's in the
don't,
summer.
Yeah, I usually don't have that too much of that issue
That's good.
at Brickworld. Yeah, I'm not like, oh boy, this is rough, you know.
So do you have this in your life, Ben? Do you have like days where you would like to? Oh, that's right. I can't do it that way anyway. Days where you would like to ignore politics, but you have like family that's like so annoyed by everything that's going on that they just keep texting about it like all day.
Nobody texts me. There's the old Facebook situation, right?
Yeah, it's always a sitch.
And I'm like, I don't want to go onto the Facebooks normally, but sometimes I go on there if I have to sell something or I want to see what something is costing on the secondary market or whatever. And it's like, as soon as I log in, it's nothing but political nonsense and drivel. And I'm like, most of
Yes.
it's stupid, you know? And I'm just like, why are you guys doing this? Why are you guys talking like this?
The dog park is becoming that where people are just randomly saying stupid things. There's a surprising amount of Trump supporters in Chicago all of a sudden. And
Yeah.
some of them are people that
Okay.
I used to like to hang out with at the dog park. And I'm just like, why do you guys even want to talk about this here? Like, I don't care what side you're on. I don't want to talk about politics at the dog park. Let's talk about how cute our dogs are.
That's
So I heard
important.
you and I have a room together, Mark. That shit'll never happen. I will never room with anybody. I don't even want Matt Husband there during Chicago. I just want to go back to that room, be completely alone, flop into a hot tub, and de-stink, de-stress. Oh God, I'd be miserable if I had somebody staying in there who wasn't related to. April Honey is lurking. April Honey, welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here tonight. I'm so happy you're here. Hopefully you enjoy what you're seeing. We're super lazy tonight and not very entertaining. We're talking about how men stink when they get together for nerd conventions. Fun times.
Yeah. You want to? Oh, I've got a story about a nerd convention.
Oh, I would love to hear this story about the nerd convention.
Yeah, it didn't even happen to me,
Oh, yay.
but I love this because
too.
it's
I already love it.
because it was very funny. So we were in Arizona for spring break, and my wife got a text from one of our family friends, also on spring break, and so they were
Am I getting wrong?
in I think in DC or the DC area at that particular time, and it's Miles' friend and his family. Um, typical Minnesota Midwesterners. So it's the dad, his wife, and then a son who's Miles' age, and then another son who's a little older. But they're um, uh, very nice Christian white people.
Okay.
And so the hotel they were staying at
Jesus.
was hosting something called BlurredCon. You ever heard of BlurredCon?
BLURRD.
BLERD. BlurredCon.
Yeah, I missed the letter. Sorry. BLURRED.
No, it's just BLERD, I think.
Blurred.
It is the Black Nerd Convention.
Shut the up. That is amazing. I want to go,
Well, shit.
first of all.
Which does sound like a lot of fun, and it was being described as lots of people in costumes, of course, all of them being black, and so they got in the elevator with a blurred, and he was dressed as an anime character or something. So it's just this guy. The entire hotel is full of blurreds, and these 4 people from Minnesota on spring break. And so the guy gets in the elevator, looks them up and down, and goes, "Unrelated stay?" And they were like, "Yeah, unrelated stay." It's like, oh, well, let's mention the fact that you clearly don't belong at BlurredCon over here.
That's great. Yeah. How to say you're not a blurred without
was like,
saying you're not a blurred.
That guy had a good,
Yes.
a very good attitude there. He's like, "Oh yeah, uncomfortable. What would be funny to say?" And he nailed it.
Oh, I do that to people at Brickworld. The normies that are in the elevator
Yeah.
during the show. Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure, he said.
I had never heard of BlurredCon though. That sounds super fun.
It does sound fun. April Honey is finishing up last minute editing. Also not entertaining. Copperviller says, "Oh, too bad I missed that. I was recording audio for a video." See, this is our Wednesday night to hang out with other content creators and play Animal Crossing. That's kind of what this is becoming, because pretty much everybody who stops in has a stream or channel of their own in some way. Ostif, I haven't been on yours for a while, but I assume that's because you've been working so much that it hasn't existed. Or was I on it last week? I don't remember. Last week seems like a month ago. All right, so we're out of here now. What time is it? It is 1:50. I think we've done enough. You know what though? You know what's gonna suck about this? I'm gonna flip to tomorrow so that we can get Annabelle's house where we want it, and we can get rid of this hole in the ground where this snowman is, because I wanted to build cliffs here. This is last day on Earth, but it's also gonna be New Year's, and so people are gonna be crawling all over me like, "It's New Year's, blah 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 blah." But hey, why not? Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So
I save first. How do I do this?
BlurredCon was in Arlington, Virginia 3 weeks ago, so that would make sense.
I've got a story for you. Your first Brickworld was at the Westin.
Yes, in Wheeling. Yep, 2012.
The last year we were at the Westin.
Yep.
So there was a convention every year. I think maybe the last 3 years we were there. That started right after ours. I'm going to get the exact name wrong. But it was something about, our favorites here. Jazzy Viking Bricks. No offense to anybody else. I don't think she has her own stream. So she just altered the makeup of our chat for the evening. But I believe it was called, and again, it wasn't exactly this, but you'll get the idea when I say it, Midwest FurryCon.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Do you remember seeing that there?
I don't specifically, but I believe it.
So Ostef says, I haven't been able to do much with my channel, Big Sad, but I have something I want to chat to you about, planning something big for May 2nd and 3rd. Hey, I always have time for random meetings that happen every freaking day and go on too long. That could be taken care of in a text. But no, absolutely, I'll meet with you. I'm interested to hear what you have to say. I'm more commenting on the fact that, dear God, most of my days are taken up with like meetings that like I chat with somebody for an hour and we actually only cover like 15 minutes of business. Maybe it's me being too social. All right, so then I have to quit it. I had to go change. So yeah, that sounded very bitter and standoffish, but I did not mean for it to be. April Honey says Copper talked about you a lot, and I mod for her. Yeah, I know. I've been in the stream with you, and yeah, she talks about you a lot as well. And so so it's hard not to ever be curious enough to pop in. Thank you for stopping by. Not sure this is the most exciting stream we've had, but I'm having a good time. This is mostly for like the relaxing night of the week and to keep the Animal Crossing going, because otherwise I'll just stop playing for a year. And then my villagers will all want to move out. My hair will be messy, and I'll have cockroaches. Says if it makes you feel better, I think I had 20 content creators out of 45 people in my chat this morning, which is totally fine. I mean, it's kind of like I think the YouTube community is there's a lot of people who do this on their own and at several different levels, as we have here for sure.
Is important question.
Important.
Is JVB coming to Brickworld Chicago?
Oh yeah, is she? I don't know.
Copper Valors kind of seem like, like that's too Lego-y for me, but JVB's into it. So
JVB's a Lego person first, I think.
To Brickworld
That's
Chicago.
That's why she's Jazzy Viking Bricks and not Jazzy Viking Animal Crossing.
Mm-hmm.
Jazzy Viking Villager. Let's see what else is being said. I'm not quite ready to start a channel. Maybe someday. Oh, maybe that day is tomorrow. Go for it. Asif says, "Oh, mine can be solved over text chat. Cool." Or we could jump on.
Can be.
Google.
Doesn't have to be.
Yeah, I would say that'd be more fun. Did I change the date?
You did. Yeah. You changed it to the 31st.
All right, here we go. It's going to be New Year's. While this loads, let's play Mark's Gotta Go, and I'm going to go grab a beer. I just use the bathroom real fast, too. I'm thinking about it. Oh, well, hurry, because the price goes up in a month. Let's see. Oh, we have orange spaceships on here now, too.
A wise man once said about Mark, you think he drinks water like a great white shark. About every 60 minutes, he's gotta go. Nature calls 2, sometimes 3 times a show. Hold the stream, he'll shout and dash. The show is live, but he's off like a flash. Instead of telling him you hold the stream, Ben provides cover, the perfect team.
Yeah.
But let's get into some of the news. Do you need the bathroom break before we go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take the bathroom break now, and then 40 minutes later, I have to take another bathroom break. Like, just like, hey, I made it 2 hours. Now it's like, well, now you're making up for lost time. So I'm gonna go. Nope, here's the right one, and I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Of course you are.
You're gonna go. Why don't you start with those? Because unfortunately, I have to use the bathroom again already.
Cool, go do it.
What's it called? What's BPH?
BPH.
It plays a tune 2 minutes long, while the tainted sing along. Keeps the show rolling smooth, no rush. Mark mutes his mic so you can't hear the flush.
Mark is muted, so let me unmute him.
The reason I mute myself before I go is because I like to keep listening to what's going on, but I don't want everyone to hear me pee.
Yeah, I managed.
It's been 60 minutes since I last went, so I'll mute it and I'll be listening.
Fair enough. Yeah,
you'll be listening to me.
Hey, Mark's gotta go. No interrupting the stream's flow. He'll be quick, won't take too long. He'll be done by the end of this song. Hey, Mark's gotta go. Mark's gotta go. Hey, Mark's gotta go.
Wait, I gotta get faster at hitting these stupid scene buttons.
Yeah,
man. Hopefully the StreamYard will start being able to stream in 4K, so we can just go back to using that. I mean, this isn't bad. It's just that StreamYard's a lot easier, and then you can actually have host controls and help me out with the comments.
I would do so much more for you if that was the case.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be some way we can figure out how to do that.
How cute is this? Yeah, you think I'd look it up by now, or as ChatGPT. Yeah, I'm not gonna read them. Copper Valley does a really good job at that, reading all of her villager comments and like actually seeming to genuinely enjoy them. I'm just kind of like, I would be like, oh my, I better change the subject before this microphone gets all soggy. That's how I would read them, so I'm not going to do it. There's going to be a grand countdown event in the plaza. I don't think we'll be here that long. And hopefully they'll leave me alone most of the day. I don't know, is there some gifts I'm supposed to give them? I think it's Sunday. Was New Year's on a Sunday this year? No, it was in the middle of the week, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was like a Wednesday.
Copper Valor agrees with April Honey. Also says, come to my town, I will go to your Lego event.
I don't know where your town is.
Not expanding too much right now. That is not in the cards at the moment.
Yeah, I think you're in the Southwest or something, so like we don't have any chance.
Oops. No, let's keep playing. Settle down there. Jocko. Let's see. There we go, Ben. I'm goateed up now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Now we're more read. What was I going to tell you? Oh, yeah, so it wasn't that Matt didn't come home last night. He did, but he didn't get home till about 4:30 a.m. I was asleep. One of the reasons I'm so tired today is I am... that's what I changed this to. I'm going to do a few hundred lives. He says, only kings ride high or something like that. I got it from a ChatGPT list of broy things that people can say. If Madison Beard comes to Chicago... Madison Beard, I always do that. I'm going to K before I go to B. W? Go to... Madison Beard... If Madison Beard comes... What the hell is happening here? What's K? K for confused. Let's see how glorious this looks down here, and we can get rid of that spot where the snow boy was blocking me from creating more. God, the flowers on this island. This is what happens when you don't play for 2 years and 8 months. And you come back and everything. It's not that I wasn't playing. Well, it was that I wasn't playing. I was trying to time travel back to the exact day that I had last played, and it was laborious to keep up with. So one of the first things we did on the stream is Ben held my hand while I just choked on those 2 years, and just been overrun with flowers ever since. Every kiss begins with K.
Oh, if Madison Beer comes, he's gonna hit up the jewelry store before he comes to Brickworld, so he can propose to her on the spot. Apparently,
I don't know how I didn't figure that out the first time I read it.
Hey, whatever, man.
Okay, so Matt's
all right,
work.
we got it now. Yeah.
This is another rules of diplomacy moment. I don't know if you saw the stream where I built Animal Crossing sets from my hotel room, but I kept, randomly talking about other stuff. It's singing sitcom jingles, sitcom theme songs from the 80s.
I heard about that, yes.
Yeah, and it's an inside joke for my family. They got the room diplomacy, which is very much like Risk, except you like make deals off to the side, and you invade by writing down what country you're going to invade on paper, and everybody passes in their orders at the end of the round, blah, blah, blah. But they never really played it. Oh, this is echoey suddenly. It was my parents and my aunt and uncle. They never really played it because they just kept goofing around and talking about other things, and they'd try to get back to like, okay, rules of diplomacy, but they never played the game, so that's like their inside joke is rules of diplomacy. So that I'm rules of diplomacying my husband's story here. So he called me at midnight, and I was like, I'm used to eating late sometimes. It's been a long time since I've been working on matters that are so intense that he's at the office that late. But he called me at midnight, and he's like, did you get dinner? I'm like, no, I was waiting for you. I still have it sitting up on the counter upstairs. I was waiting for you to come home, and he felt really bad. And I'm like, I'm just going to put it away. We'll make it tomorrow. I'll find something to eat, which of course I didn't. I didn't eat. I didn't go to bed until 2. He didn't get home till 4:30. There were thunderstorms, and so he tried to go to bed, but Cheetah went and stood on him because she gets very scared during thunderstorms, and tried licking his head, wouldn't get under the cover because she likes to burrow. She wouldn't get under the covers. She just she stands there on the bed and trembles. It's the saddest thing, and there's no consoling her. There's no explaining that it's just a thunderstorm because she is a dog.
She'd understand that. She's a dog.
Exactly. And so she'd occasionally come into my room, but if she heard Matt moving around in the other room, because we're sleeping in separate rooms, which we do whenever we have both dogs, because Cheeto is not ours for anyone who's paying attention to this story. So he basically didn't get to bed till like 6:30 and he had to be up at 8. So he's had a hell of a day here. It's been pretty rough. And things have been rough for him lately. I know we talked about this a little bit last week, but Trump had signed an executive order against his firm. And that included not allowing federal contractors to use his firm, taking away the firm's security clearances, and other such things. And Matt is in the government compliance department. So like the big fear there is that if the firm actually didn't do anything about it and federal contractors started listening to the executive order and saying, okay, we will stop using this firm, Matt would likely be laid off if they don't have any work in that department. There's really not a lot the firm can do if they're losing that business. So that was very stressful for a couple days. And then the firm responded and told him to go pound sand for, being in violation of the First, Fifth, and Sixth Amendments. And things are progressing smoothly. He is still supposed to be out of town all next week for one of these matters that he's on that has been very intense, and he's been losing a lot of sleep. So yeah, we're both a little tired today because I didn't eat. So I just kind of was like, at this point, what's the point? It's past midnight.
Basically be breakfast now. Who needs that?
Yeah. All right, let's do a couple of these, actually. All right, we're going to move some stuff around now. We're finally getting to designing the village. Ostaf says, just being honest, who knows if I would get that chance again to have a Valentine's Day suite with me or to propose to Madison Beer. And is she coming? Is someone working on this? Like, I don't know if your hope should be that high about that. Why do I have trees in front of every arch?
Yeah, that does seem like a very random thing to be holding on to because we don't have any personal connection to Madison here. Yeah. If you were thinking that maybe you'd want to propose to Miles Turner, well, then you might have a chance.
Yeah, that you can probably get.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple other people, depending if they show up. I know Rodrigo Blankenship has wanted to come. There's another local Chicago sports celebrity that might be there, but he wants to be a little bit more incognito so he can enjoy it with his kids. Gosh, hearing your voice has me just smile. Golly, I'm smiling ear to ear. Oh, wow. I need punctuation. No offense. Gosh, hearing your voice has made me just smile. Golly, I'm smiling ear to ear. Got it. Both. Okay, working on it. Okay, cool. Well, you let us know if she's going to be on her way, and we will notify the proper media outlets to try to capitalize off that. Sorry, that's what I'm thinking of right now, because that's really the only interest I have in her. I don't know who she is.
Yeah, I think she's a singer.
No offense to your future wife.
I think.
All right, so if this is going to be a street, I don't know if we necessarily need garden lanterns or if I should be putting up street lamps. I like the idea of there being garden lanterns by people's houses. I don't know if this is going to be too much if I shove in a street lamp here. Put some out here, I guess. See how everything's looking here. I'm going to curse the camera. You know I am.
Always do.
She is heavenly, seems very kind. So it doesn't answer the question if she's a singer or an actress. She's heavenly, so she's an angel, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's important.
It is. I finally figured out how to put pathway on the beach.
Oh, I didn't know that was a mystery.
Yeah, you can't use the trowel. You have to just get it out of your inventory and drop it on the ground.
Oh.
Which is a little weird. Like, just let us put it down. I think because you can't use the other construction tools because you can't, like, terraform on the beach. But you think they'd figure that out in the programming instead of making it silly. Well, this doesn't look bad. She's wifey. She's heavenly. Still don't know if she's a singer or an actor.
Yeah.
But she's wifey, apparently.
Wifey,
Abaoon!
heavenly wifey.
A furniture balloon. So she's an angel wife. Got it.
Hmm.
I'm sure those.
She's not my wife. I have a wife. It's not Madison Beer. I know that much.
Yeah, I didn't say she was your wife. I
Right.
said she was wifey.
Yeah.
An IV drip. Jesus Christ, some of the stuff in this game.
What do you need an IV drip for?
I don't know. It was one of the items in the new update. And I don't think I've ever used it except for when I was designing my hospital on the Paradise Planning, which I made a very evil, dark. Oh, she's a singer. Hey, look, we got an answer.
See?
Madison Peer is a singer. Okay, good to know. Good to know.
So she's working late because she's a singer. I'm working late because I'm a singer.
That's a great song.
And
Love that
she's a
song.
bed saleswoman. Well, congratulations, Madison Beer.
She what?
She sells beds. I don't know what kind of beds.
This is she real?
She is a real person. I've heard of her.
Okay,
before.
you have heard of her. Okay, you haven't
I
heard any of her
couldn't tell
songs. though.
you anything she sings. No.
Literally, where did this damn thing comes? I don't bury these things anymore. Why do they just show up? Ugh. So many parts of this
She-
game are annoying.
Is she a for real singer or is she like
Oh.
Addison Rae?
April Honey, Copper Valor. What did you guys think of today's Nintendo Direct?
Yeah, important.
Important, yes.
That's what I want to know, Ostif. Is she a real singer or is she Addison Rae style singer?
Ooh. Apologies to Addison Rae, I guess.
No. Have you heard that Diet Pepsi song or whatever that they couldn't stop playing for 2 weeks, but now no one plays it all anymore?
No,
Okay.
I somehow avoided that.
Good job. So Addison Rae's like Paris Hilton. She's like not really a singer, but she sings.
But she sells beds.
Addison Rae doesn't sell beds, or maybe she does. I don't know.
I'm
She's a fake
confused.
actress too.
1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so I gotta keep going down here. Right, we're encroaching on our orange trees over here. I think that's why I got rid of that one. That's why this arch is not full. I guess? Oh, I don't like that.
The more I think about it, the more Addison Rae is somehow reminding me of Paris Hilton.
I have no idea what the hell you guys are talking about.
Do you know who Addison Rae is?
No! Obviously, I do not.
She's one of those TikTok dancer people.
Okay.
So she became famous for TikTok dances.
Oh, it sounds like somebody I would really like.
Yeah, so then she parlayed that into a fake acting career. She's been in like 1 or 2 or 4 movies, I don't know. And then she turned that into becoming a fake singer. So she has a couple of songs that are terrible. So, you know, she's doing better than us, right? I'm not saying
Yeah.
that she ain't successful.
Good for her.
I'm just saying that that's kind of like Paris Hilton, who was famous for, you know, being famous, and then she tried to become an actress and a singer.
Mm-hmm.
So Addison Rae is like this generation's Paris Hilton.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got a few things here. Osif says, also, I've never listened to her music. Just saying. So he's only seen pictures of this person.
Okay.
Jazzy Viking Brick says, oh crap, I missed the direct. It's an hour long. I would say start it now. I'd hate for you to turn away from the live stream, but yeah, if you want to catch up, check it out. They also broke it up into bits of news on their channel, Nintendo did. So you can just go through and see the news you want to see. But lots of exciting stuff coming as far as the functionality of it goes. There's some new games I'm sure a lot of people are excited about. I would only be excited about a new Animal Crossing. I'll get the new Mario Kart for sure. Jazzy IGN has the replay. So does what's it called? Nintendo America on YouTube. But there's also, I would say, Nintendo Talk has a really good live stream where he reacts, and he's fun and wholesome. So Asif is a dancer. He does waltz dancing.
Okay.
Lots of stuff.
So
happening
does
here.
that mean that that Ostif, you're going to become an actor and a singer as well? Because if that's a yes, then you'd be in the same industry as Madison
Ooh,
Budweiser, and you guys could like become friends.
Budweiser, huh?
Madison Miller Lite. Madison Stella Artois.
There you go.
Madison. I'm struggling here. I don't
You
know
done
enough
well.
beer brands.
No, you did great. You're all good. You don't need to do anything else.
I got Stella, so that's all that matters.
Yeah,
All right.
you killed it. All right, so we're gonna recreate this waterfall area up here.
Madison Pabst Blue Ribbon.
I'm gonna check some of these views here. Now we gotta move Sid. We gotta move Shavra.
That goes
Yeah,
with our
we're gonna move everybody.
drunk Scotty theme.
Drunk Scotties.
PBR. I think that's what they drink.
Now this is gonna annoy me. I have 2 garden lanterns off the path and 2 on the path. Let's take care of that right now. Because that's some bullshit right there. Of course they are. Let's see. I'm sure I have lots of these flowers in other places, but let's plant a couple of my favorite colors in this area. Of course there's a weed in the one spot I didn't put a path down. I'm gonna do 1 purple daffodil here, hyacinth, whatever. Madison Coors Latte.
Oh.
Shoot, Ben, you're onto something here. How do I become an actor-singer? He's
Yeah.
gonna be an actor, a singer, a doctor, a lawyer, an astronaut, all of it. I went up the chain. Is this just to be with Madison?
And you'd be,
Beer?
yeah, if you want to become all those things, then you become Barbie. So,
You can be Barbie. Hey, Copper Valor's back.
so
Jesus.
on-air production meeting.
Yes, let's do it. Good idea.
Um,
Some time, huh? What do you want to do?
Based on what I sent you earlier this week, I think we should do. This is what Instagram thinks I'm into.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think there's lots of ways you could go with that.
Yeah. There definitely is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
And
think.
and we already know that our phones are listening to us.
Yes.
So as spoiler alert for everyone else, what Instagram thinks I was into this week was Millie Bobby Brown. Don't know why. But then I started thinking about it, and my kids have really been watching, my daughter has really been into watching Beat Bobby Flay. And so I was wondering if Bobby Flay, the phone was hearing us talk about Bobby Flay and thought, oh, Bobby, the only relevant Bobby these days is Millie Bobby Brown. We're going to feed Ben 965 posts about Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah. YouTube.
Hey, that's the
certainly knows,
only thing that makes sense.
YouTube certainly knows that I watch Severance because it's like all Animal Crossing, Lego, and Severance, and I've never looked up a video about Severance.
Yeah.
Catching up on some comments here. Copper Valor is telling Ostif he can be anything he wants to in Animal Crossing. Like, look at me. I'm a drunk. What's it? Connie? What? Drunk Tawny?
Scotty
there we go.
Bowler.
Drunk Scotty Bowler. Ostif says I was thinking of someone other than Barbie. Johnny something? Johnny Thunder? Were you thinking of Johnny Thunder? He is
I don't know who
great.
has all those jobs.
Who's great? You know who Copper Valor's referring to here?
No, but
Probably Ostif, because he's pretty great.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm going to put something away. Wood, stone, stick, beard.
Johnny. Which
Sweet
Johnny
names.
could do all these things?
I'm going to use these bushes. God, I could probably sell every one of these flowers, and I know I have more of them on the island somewhere. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump off a cliff and sell them. Plus, a lot of them are buds. How do I turn off flower growing? Every time there's a light snow, and it's like, here's 1,000 more flowers on your island. I'm like, I don't have time to go dig all this shit up. But I'm going to have to take an entire day where I'm just digging up flower. And red. I'm all like M. Night Shyamalan's The Village. I don't want any red in my village. I should probably dig up that tree, too, before I forget that it's there. My money tree from yesterday. Or from 3 days ago, whatever. Bobby Flay is great.
Bobby
That's who
Flay
she
is great.
Yes.
Right.
What was the one that it kept showing me? Oh, yeah, there was like this time. There was a time where, like, it was my news feed, my Apple news feed, where it was just like, The Real Housewives. I was like, I don't watch any of that shit. Like, why are you giving me all this People magazine crap? Or it's like, Kate Middleton. I'm like, what? You picked up that I was gay and you think I want the celebrity gossip.
You want to
No.
hear about the Royals? Yeah.
No.
The Royals
last thing I
are
wanna
like
hear
the
about.
worst for me. That's the one thing
Yeah.
I can't handle.
Yeah, they're pretty bad. Because
They
we did
confuse,
watch
they
The
confuse the
Crown.
crap out of me.
Yeah, my dad also really loved Bobby Flay. It made him think that he was like, it started getting him into cooking, but all he ever made was omelets.
Okay, well,
They're good omelets.
yeah.
That must have been the episode where he had just seen when he decided he was going to start trying something. And the
Could be.
omelets were the pinnacle of his baking. Oh, we get to see what the plaza looks like, decked out for New Year's. Ooh, look at Isabel. Man, I wish she had more of a utility in this game. She's not as bad as Reese, who just stands there and claps whenever her husband modifies something, or what is that called? Customizes something. Oh, a school desk. Thanks, I can sell that shit too. But look at this. She's gonna stand. They're both gonna just stand here all day. Are we not allowed into resident services?
Not until the timer goes off, apparently.
Oh well, jeez. You can't. How am I supposed to get my miles?
They're cock blocking you. They are straight up cock blocking you.
Good morning. Oh, I did. All right, I better go run around with a noisemaker. Hold on. Okay. You know, one of the funny things in this game is there's a knight's armor that you can wear. You make it out of, the metal nugget or whatever the hell that you get out of rocks. Oh, here, I have a light. I think I have something better than a light stick. Stop giving me crap. I'm trying to go sell shit. Let's see. Do I have room for... Oh, nope. Okay, I'll just hold this for now. Woo! I'm going to run around with my light stick. So, you can run around in this... you can run around in this knight's armor. But it will occasionally make you trip and fall. And if you're running around with the glass of wine... Well, it's a glass of sparkling cider or whatever. But if you're running around with that and you trip and fall, it breaks.
Well, that would make sense.
I'm so easily amused. It's annoying, though, because that glass is like a rare item. And so there's no warning on it that says, don't wear the armor and run around carrying this glass. And I did find that out by reading it. I wasn't running around my island in a knight's armor. I've done stranger things than that with this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and get rid of
You
all
said
these.
Stranger Things out loud, and I'm going to get more
Yeah, you
MDB.
sure? Yes, you are. We got a fifth like. Who just showed up?
I don't know.
School desk, yeah, burn in hell. Garden lantern, I want to keep. Flowers, too many flowers. They can all die. Die, burn in hell. That's maybe a little bit too far. What is that? Garden, yes, I want to keep that. Okay. We want to take that over to Cyrus and get it customized. I don't know if I'm going to do that right yet. Sold. All right. Before I start recreating this waterfall, because we only got 45 minutes left till we typically end, Um, I'll go. Let's go run down this first village street because we've got our first two houses in place. And I'm wondering what else you think might make this look like a nice castle village street. Oh, I got to run around with my light stick. It's Rob Claxton. That's who's here. Hey, thanks for being here this week, Rob Claxton. Appreciate you joining us. Channel member Rob Claxton. Ostef says the worst for me is when I see grocery trip on a budget. Oh boy, there's some certain times where I'm just like disconnected with what the saying.
Grocery trip on a budget sounds like Guy's Grocery Games. I don't think that's what they call it, though.
And like maybe his phone is sending that to him because he watched Bobby Flay. Now we just got to make up stories. We got to start making up stories about what the chat comments mean. So that's our AI silliness for the week. This is, or it doesn't even need to be AI. It can be, we can put together whatever.
Could not be.
This is what
Who knows?
Instagram thinks I'm into.
Yep.
Let's see. Oh, here. I'm not going to do that yet. Hold on.
Yep.
We're going to never mind.
And
this.
if we want to, we can make up or provide random speculation as to what they, maybe how they could have decided that. But sometimes it's just weird, and it's like with this thing with MBB. I'm trying not to say her full name, right?
Yeah, don't say Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah, it was because I'm wearing headphones, so maybe that'll help. It wasn't just like that I saw one picture. I sent Mark a screenshot. There were like 4 or 5 images in out of a 9 square, section. So it was like that's all they were feeding me was Lego and that. And I'm like, why?
Right, so Ostef
It's
apparently
not just
meant,
like, oh, you have a passing interest. It's like, no, you're apparently obsessed,
Ostef was talking about seeing headlines about grocery trips on a budget. It's the only thing I'm into. Oh, the only thing he's into is Mark. So, and there's not enough articles about me out there to fill a feed.
That makes
So let's
sense.
see. It makes more sense to me now too.
Yeah.
All of that was just to get these garden lanterns off the path. That's 100% worth the time that I just took to do that. And then we're gonna move the street lamp because now it just seems silly there. All right, Ben. So here's the street.
I like it better when it's snowy.
I do too. I gotta tell you, I can't wait to see Copper Valor's Unicorn 6 during the winter. You're gonna see Buttland and Brokey as winter for a long time since I only go 1 day a week, and I'm not even at January 1st yet. We may take a little break and skip forward to spring when it hits Sakura season, but it's gonna be hard for me to turn off every day of winter that I can get because it is my favorite season of the game. All right, so here's the street. It starts from here, of course, or it comes off from over this bridge. I think this view from here actually looks really sweet with the 2 bridges in it. I think we're starting to look pretty good there. Looking like the village I wanted to.
About to say I can only see one bridge, but I can see the second bridge.
Yeah, I like the double bridge shot. I'm always trying to get that going. So I like what's going on here. I like the layout. We need to make it look more like a castle street. So what do you think would be on this street besides? I got the garden wagon there. I've got some topiaries. Got some garden lanterns. Got this little trick I don't think works well with these 2 items. So we're going to get rid of this right now as well. What would you like to see here that would make it more castle-y? More of like, these aren't necessarily houses, but maybe they are merchant shops that are off the street. A little castle up there behind Diana's house. See how that's
peasants
looking?
and dead bodies.
Peasants and dead bodies we can actually do. Hold on.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That would help.
I have 1 dead body we can put out there.
Nice.
Copperveller says it was already in winter. It has cherry blossoms now. Unicorn 6? Oh yeah, because is it now? Because you're playing like regular. You don't time travel with this one. Oh yeah, you do. I've seen you time travel. Are you at present day? When, basically, my question is cherry blossom season 2025?
When was cherry blossom season 2024?
I don't know. So Ostef is getting cussed out in Spanish here in his game of Halo.
I know.
Is it a multiplayer online thing, or is it the character cussing you out Spanish?
I don't know why it would be.
It's Filbert!
I don't know
I
why
love
the
this.
game would be cussing him out. Sounds
It's
like maybe
Halo.
it's a multiplayer issue.
Nope, nothing new there. Unicorn 8. Did I say 6? We know that was an evil number. We're glad you didn't get Julian on that iteration. Let's see. So I'm going to get my dead body. Let's see what else I'd like to put out there since I didn't necessarily get an answer from Ben.
Well, I told you, dead bodies and pestilence. I don't know.
Do I have enough stone stools? Maybe it needs some stone stools. Let's see if we can make something happen with those.
Yeah.
I used to have the topiary, the floating biotope planters on those like all over the place. It's going on now. I logged in yesterday and had cherry blossom trees. Okay, cool. I will spend forever in cherry blossom season. Oh, maybe it needs a bench. What color bench? White, black, or like the copper color? I could always change it to green as well. Yeah, I thought so too. Let's put a bench on the street. That sounds nice. Moroccan tray table. Nope, we don't want to make it too much like a yard. Should I put a dreamy shelf with little teddy bears on it?
That doesn't sound very castle-y at all,
No,
but
it
yes,
doesn't.
you should.
But I'm not. Maybe some more log stakes. You like these on Bro Key.
I do like the log stakes.
I'm gonna go. I like the birch ones. We could always make them darker. I'll get some customization kits. We can take a look. I don't think I want any columns.
There's the market stall there with the two over. That one, the storefront one. Not just a storefront. That looks medievally.
All right, we'll try it. I'm not a huge fan of that piece, but I trust you.
Well, I'm just saying.
No, I appreciate that. No, I do. No, I like it. I like the idea. I like these, but they take up 2 squares, and like, there's not really a lot of space over there right now. I'll try out some of these other street lamps and see how we like them. But a harp?
Oh yeah,
Cello?
harp. I'll go with the harp for sure.
Harp. That used to be in my living room and I got rid of it. A bathtub with yuzu?
No.
Okay. Let's put out some more of these because I like them. I'll have to go buy some more.
Look like you had some more market stalls down there too.
I do. There's some different ones. We've looked at them before. Where were they?
They were down farther.
Oh, were they down further? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just saw them. They were down below the yuzu here. There's
Oh,
some.
yeah, lots of them. Stall, stall, stall. The problem is I don't know what they look like until I... Let's see. That is a regular pattern. This is the beekeeper one. My pockets are full. God, this game is lame. I can't get the rest of the beekeeper stuff would be cool, but I like it outside Sid's yard. And I don't have him moved yet. Let's go start putting some of this stuff out and see what we think. All right, let's start with the storefront since that was one of your first ideas. I'm just going to throw it here so you can see what it looks like in the game.
Yeah, I do want to see that.
I should go deposit some money. That'll help. I should be holding this. That'll give me some room. Thank you. Oh, it's still there? Oh, yeah. Okay. So stall. Can you hear the dog snoring?
No.
That's oh, it's a Sakura stall. That's not
Oh,
the beekeeper
fancy.
stall. Yeah, I guess so. So we'll go back and get the beekeeper one because I don't think the Sakura one's appropriate here. Triangular topiary, harp, medieval building side, castle tower, castle gate, storefront. Here it is.
Storefront. That's the one.
So this is what it
That's
looks
very.
like.
That's medievally.
It looks very Western to me, but I'll take your word for it.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it needs to get rid of the window, really.
We can customize it and see what happens. Mark, how do I become a 10 in attractive ratings? What? Is that in a game? You
I
talk
think
about
it's
your
for the
face?
sake of Madison beer. If you're trying to
Oh.
attract Mark, you need to shave your chest and lift a lot of weights.
Don't shave your chest. Shave your head.
That's true. Shave your head. He does like a little hair.
Hairy is better.
Yeah, a little hairiness. Real men have no hair on their head and hair on their body.
Yep.
For Madison beer, I don't know. You probably want to, look like Timothy Chalamet or something.
Ew.
I think that's what the girls are into right now.
Are they?
I guess. I don't
Now
know.
you're gonna get Timothy Chalamet on your phone tomorrow, and he's
Oh
gonna
my
be like
gosh.
shirtless and shit. You're the one who did it.
I don't know if he does that or not, but sure, that might happen.
So Ostef says, nope, reality. How do you become more attractive? Bro, you're good enough just how you are. You don't gotta worry about nothing. You have a very certain je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais who?
Quoi.
Je ne sais quoi.
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 I don't know who Jenna is or why we care that she says quoi, but she does and we do. Your face has no room to put anything here. How come there's no room to put anything there?
Probably because you're in the way. So, in order to look like Timothy Chalamet, you're apparently supposed to be on the brink of dying of hunger and mewing. That is what Ostef suggests.
He's not looking
He's
great
thankful
lately.
though. He is thankful though, as to what you said about his greatness, because he just gives you a mwah. I kind of added the mwah at the front. It's just more of an aw.
I like it with
Aw.
I like it with the M.
I do too.
M's a
Aw.
good Castle Gate. Ew. See,
That's not a
Alright,
gate.
This drives me nuts because it doesn't match up.
It's
look.
driving you balls.
This is driving me balls. It doesn't match up with the. I guess I can go. Let me see if I have tower walls or castle walls. Are you thinking, or are you just standing there? You're just standing there. Look, he's in his little karaoke costume, which I love on him. Which is apparently some sort of Hello Kitty.
I think Copper Valor is trying to use one of her 3 degrees on us.
Why? What'd we
Anthropology.
do?
She's saying, hey, I don't want to cause an issue, but there are cultures where men don't have much body hair. So
Oh.
I don't like the argument that real men,
Which, by the way,
have body hair.
I didn't say that.
Are you throwing me under the bus and backing over it on
I
me here?
am. Yeah, because I said that the
You didn't want them to shave their chest, is what you said.
yes, because I
The
said I'm
hairier, the
attracted
more
to
better.
it. I said that I'm
Yes.
more attracted to men with chest on their hair on their chest. Just
Yeah.
kind of just trying to gloss over the
I'm
fact.
pretty sure that what I heard is Mark is only attracted to real men, so those people in those other cultures aren't real men. That's what I heard.
Oh, maybe I did say that.
Must have been what I heard.
I thought I fixed.
So anthropology is one of her 3 degrees we've now determined.
I thought I fixed what Tank said, but apparently I did not. And so I'm sweating a little bit over that one, but it's fine. You live, you learn. Your dude still says something weird, and I did remember the specific incident that led to all this. It makes me feel a little less weird that I turned it into a whole thing. I even found some custom patterns for my fun day out with my villagers as literal bullies, and yep. Of course, I'll never go back there, but all of their freaking all of their secret sayings are based around that. Some with varying degrees of hostility. So anyway, enough about that. We don't want to talk about that anymore. Triangular topiary. What did I want to get rid of? Oh, we forgot to put the harp out.
You wanted to get rid of the stall with the Sakura thing. on
Which
the
I
thing.
did. I want to get out the... Oh, here, I want to show you what this... Oh, I think I might have to take it Cyrus. So let's go get rid of some of the stuff. I'm going to put the stupid light stick away because it's just going to keep bugging me. I'm still red. I wish you could just go in and change that so I don't have to worry about it. At least it's not as bad as when I talked to Roscoe. Oh, pardon me.
Copper Valor says, no, my husband is Asian, which I assume actually means that she doesn't have a degree in anthropology. So now we've eliminated one of the possible 3 degrees. It's still a win for us.
She just has a high emotional IQ, so she knows that saying something like only real men have chest hair is like a shitty thing to say.
I didn't say chest hair. I just
Oh,
I don't know what I said.
I don't know
Doesn't matter.
either.
Otters are hairy.
Otters are the best. We got
Otters are
7
hairy.
people watching. thanks for stopping by tonight. We had this.
If you're offended,
all sorts of.
throw a like on the video.
You know what I should do is set the area up. And yeah, if we are offending all of your basic sensibilities, please like and subscribe. Can I even get to this ATM right now, or do they put balloons in the way? Oh, I can walk through the balloons. That's good to know. I can run through the balloons. Oh, that's cute. Look.
Yeah, can you go through the main gate there though? You're still blocked out of that?
She said they're closed for the day. So
Yeah.
now you know. It's one to grow on.
Yeah, Matt. Now I know. Anthropology is out. That's all I know for sure now.
Process of elimination.
I know 2 things. Copper Valor's
Ooh.
husband is Asian, and one
I
of
had
her
an idea.
degrees is not anthropology. So there you go. I feel like we're closer now. We already are besties because of the 3 and 3 thing.
The more you
So-
know.
The more you know.
Don't ask me what sound I just made. I'm in a good mood all of a sudden.
Every time I get in trouble with Copper Valor, you get happy.
No, it's every time I accidentally talk to a villager who I haven't fixed their, I get
They
nervous
say something
and
weird.
giddy. It's not weird anymore. Let's just call it out for what it is. They all are threatening to give me a wedgie, which apparently there was a month or so where I thought that was funny enough to do it. Every single secret greeting. Oh God. Again, it was pandemic times. Again, you could be whoever you want to in Animal Crossing, as Copper Valor said earlier. So she definitely endorses this. And they're just stuck there because this must have happened right before. I now specifically remember doing it and why I thought it was funny when I started. And no, it's not just being a dumb bro in general. But like, it must have happened right before I stopped playing because I remember frequently changing their sayings. And it bled over to Brokey. I mean, so it happened for long enough that, like, anyway, let's stop talking about it. I'm sweating. I did get a compliment yesterday. Someone said Charlie Cox and I look alike.
Oh.
Nice.
Congrats.
Yeah, I can see that. The hair for sure. But yeah, definitely. Yeah, you're attractive just the way you are. 100%. I was just telling Ben that the other day.
Yeah. He said that Asif, he looks like Daredevil.
That's funny. I don't remember those exact words, but you know what?
Did?
Now that I
Yep,
think
you
it,
said
I'm pretty sure I did say it.
Yep. You said he's handsome, just like Charlie Cox.
I do remember using the term Charlie Cox. I forgot why I used it, and I didn't remember today when you brought up the fact that was his name.
Yep.
But it's definitely a thing I said.
Definitely.
And this is reality we're talking about.
Why would we be talking about anything other than reality?
I know, right? Nobody even questioned that. All right, let's do a couple things before we go off and have Jackass. All right, his name is Cyrus. Customize some stuff. Yeah, so I think a better way to do this in the future is redesign a portion of this during the week and then put everything back in my pocket and then put it back out. And then it'll go faster and I can actually concentrate on, like, look, we're designing. Let's see, get something out, put something away, get something out, put something away, get something out. I'm going to see if I can customize any of these on my own. Oh, and we wanted to get these stalls out. I think it's the black one then? Oh, no, it's got to be the red one. Move that to my pockets. Talk to myself about it. Ben, what else would you like to do on this week's stream? There's something I want to talk about in the first segment that I was thinking today. I'm like, oh, I should tell Ben that we should do this in the first segment. And now I can't remember what it was.
Feels like a trick.
Something Brickworld related. No, actually, this is sincere.
Oh, Brickworld.
Yeah. But what? Oh. You know what I want to do probably next weekend, since I got family in town this weekend, is move ahead with the making a custom box special presentation, because I can do that.
Oh, yes. Yep.
You guys are making me cry with the love. Aw. Glad we can make you cry. I'm glad you know you're loved. What is the news like this week?
It was mostly April
conversation.
Fool's jokes, so not much.
Yeah. I fell for an Animal Crossing one, which annoyed me because the person was annoying, and I'm like, this is stupid. What are they talking about? And then it turned out to be an April Fool's joke, and I was like, yeah, of course. About the new Animal Crossing game that was going to be, instead of an island, you get a moon.
Oh.
And she was really annoying as it was. I don't have any freaking customization kits. Dear Lord. Dear Lord, man. All right, anything else you think would be fun on this week's stream, or? Because we don't have the March Madness, so we can kind of do whatever the hell we want. Oh,
Yeah, that's
Matt might not be
true.
going out of town till Tuesday, so I guess I can't be on all night. If he sticks
Well,
around. Well, that's
well,
pretty.
shoot. That just
And it-
ruined our whole evening.
I know, right?
Yeah, I don't know. We definitely got to get into this. I don't know.
How's
Has
it
anything
going?
else crazy happened? There was lots of double VIP points.
Oh my god, where is this going? Alright, fuck it. That's not fun to talk about. Like, we just
No.
not talk about Lego news at all.
That's true. Let me see if there's anything else out.
Am I mewing? I thought I was just kind of like doing that
Mew,
weird
mew, mew.
voice cracking thing with my annoying cracking voice.
Hey, we can talk about Deagle and Schmeagle. Or not.
Was I out of town the week that we talked about the Mario, the big ass Mario? in
Big
the car?
Mario?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like his profile. I think he looks great from the front. Anyway, I wanted to say that on the stream.
Oh yeah, we could totally talk about that one because there's a bunch of weird stuff about that one that we need to find out.
Oh wait, no, I
We need to learn about. The only new thing on Lego Leaks thus far is that the City Tower thing that we looked at is supposed to
It's
be $200.
$200. Yeah, I saw that.
Like what? What the hell, man?
What's a Mew God Rizzler? 113 bells per turnip. That's pretty damn good. It's not turnip gate level, but I might come back and send Quinlan over with some turnips. Not tonight, dear God. 20 minutes and we're done here. So what does Instagram think I'm into this week? That's our
Oh yeah.
funsy topic.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be straight fire.
I guess I'll take.
I want to
5
know
at a
what it thinks
time.
I'm into right now. Let me look. Oh, apparently I'm not signed in on this computer machine because,
My work one is all Lego all the time. I can't remember what my personal one used to. Oh yeah, I told you. It's always puppies, and then they
Dogs.
tried to and then
Then they tried to give you cats.
and I was
It's like,
"Fuck you."
why?
Otters. I get a lot of otter stuff. And then it'll be like, you also think manatees are cute, right? And I'm like, ew. Well, they are adorable. Like, but I didn't.
Yes,
ask you that.
but no. Alright, let's see here. Oh, this sucks.
Ooh, I passed the purple wrapping paper. Should give everyone New Year's gifts. I should bake them all cookies. Get out of my way, you
On
little
the desk,
freaks.
on the desktop version, when you click search, it doesn't try to pre-populate a bunch of nonsense. So I gotta go into the app to do this.
Austin's trying to shoot me with straight flames. What are straight flames? You're straight. Explain it to me.
That's probably
I know
the
it-
Mew God Rizzler is like straight flames, bruh.
Oh, okay. You know what game
Yeah.
flames are? This is weird. Why is this asymmetrical? Like, not in a good way. Maybe it is? Maybe it is. I don't know. Get out of there. You got other stuff to do. Ooh, I know what I'm gonna do while I fly to what's his bucket's island, Harv's Island. I'm gonna play our most adorable song. Now that we have it here.
Daddy Ben orange, all in place. But Mara's size, they're all the same. And why that beard? It's just a shame. Orange chips, computers galore. Mara dreams of something more. In Legoland, where dreams take flight. Orange or not, they'll get it right. Daddy, your ships are lame. All of them look the same. And your beard, such a disgrace. Maybe just one short hair on your face.
I spend too much time working on them.
And sometimes you just don't do them. I feel like you're working on them.
Yeah.
And your beard.
And my beard.
And your mustache.
I'll get back in the photo so everyone can see.
Ugh.
Alright.
It should be more like one of those French ones that is in the movies, like Squirrel.
Like a little villain mustache?
Yes, you need that.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mara. Thanks for the rant.
Or you just need
Good
one
job.
little hair.
It takes too long for you to build them. Focus, get it done, concentrate, Daddy Ben. One more word about your beard. Come on, Daddy, it's so weird.
And they don't have different size ranges, which they should. And they they all have computers in them. Like, it's disgusting.
Orange spaceships, make it end. Listen, friend, it's not a trend. Orange beard, that's the trend. Make it happen. I love you, Daddy Ben. I love you, Daddy Ben.
There we go. And hit the default scene right when the song ended. Got it that time.
That was amazing.
Yeah, and so you're right. You can unmute yourself, and it'll hear you singing along like you did last week at the end of the show, which is kind of a good option. Like, we don't have the option if we wanted to play a video on StreamYard and comment on it as we went. We wouldn't be able to, but on Ecamm Live, we can.
All right.
So here's the storefront. You tell me if there's any colors that you like. Oh, fuck, where is it? Storefront.
There it is.
All right. We can put a poster on it.
That one, all those posters,
They're on
you
the
know,
back.
they look like wanted posters. They make it look more
Western.
westerny. Yep.
So they kind of all have the window in it.
Yeah.
Kind of just change the color of the wood and the roof.
Wah wah. And they have a bale of hay too. They're definitely like trying to go western. Too western
Yeah.
on that.
I do like the blue though. We'll at least change it since it was just plain. Oh, and here goes Reese. Her big role in the game is the clap.
Well, somebody's got to do it.
Yep. Oh, and then she gets married in June. But I never play in June. I'm busy with other stuff. Yeah, that's the danger. Switch 2 comes out June 5th. I can't really do anything with it until after Brickworld is done. So it'll be a while until we get my new island going. Chunky Falls or whatever it's going to be. So Ostaf says that I live rent-free in his head. I think that's a pretty good tenant to have in your head at all times. April Honey had to take off. It's getting late there. Good night, April. Thanks for joining us tonight. Appreciate you being here a lot.
I believe
Yay.
the exact words were it's late o'clock.
We're getting a lot of Copper Valor's viewers over here, which is excellent. She has the clap, Ostaf suggests. Yeah, that's all she gets to do, unfortunately, in this version of the game. She does a little bit more in Animal Crossing Pocket Camp Complete. I've already gotten kind of bored with that game, actually. I let it go for several days without updating it. And it's very early in the cycle. All right, so let's check this out and see what colors we want to change the log stakes to. Actually, we'll go ahead and put them out white, and then we'll see if you want me to change them. I think I might have some over there already, actually. All right, let's just take the shortcut. All right. Do they clap a lot? No. I mean, really, some of them they do sometimes. Like if you catch a fish, they'll clap by you. If you finish a DIY project near them, they will clap. Let's see. Do I have log stakes over here? But no, it's not really that much of a thing. What is Goose wearing? He's wearing a skeleton outfit and a sailor hat.
There you go.
I love him so much.
What's up, silly goose?
He's such a goose. Oh my god, I love it. Thanks, Goose. See? This is better. This builds my self-esteem more. Alright, so let's see. Putting out some of these log stakes. We gotta dig up some flowers, because they're everywhere. Let's get rid of this one too while we're at it. So if I ever want to shake anything out of that tree, like I want to go wasp hunting, I can do it. Alright, here we go. Here's what you're asking for. We're going to put some log stakes out here. I know this is far from the street. You tell me if you like them in the birch.
Merch. About to say, you gotta rotate those bad boys.
Mm-hmm. I only had one view to really get them in there. Yeah, I need something to put on top of those stone stools. God, I have a lot of them. Log stakes.
Ooh,
do you think?
there you go.
Pretty.
They gotta
huh?
go together.
Yeah, I like that. I like using those as fences. It's probably the best fence piece in the game. It's not really technically a fence piece. Jesus Christ, these blue pansies.
Is that a pangolin doing a stretch back there?
It sure is. That's our good friend Annabelle, who we adore. Let's turn this thing back on.
She was stretching though. That was important.
I could do an entire stretch. So, did you see all of the, like the, what's it called? You can spend, you get points for watching Copper stream, and then you can spend them.
Copper mining.
The Copper Miner? That's her.
Yeah,
Her
if you-
chat's called the Copper Miners.
If you like join the whole business, you can become a copper miner, and then you can get points and spend them. And
Yeah.
I saw that.
One of the things on there is that you can, if you have enough points, you could have her tell you a life story. And when I asked her, she went to the Galapagos, and I said, all right, life story, you got to tell me about the Galapagos. And so she did. Maybe if you got on there with your points and said life story, degrees.
Yeah, she'd have to tell me.
I don't know if she'd have to. I mean, I think there's consent still involved with the requests that are made, I would imagine. So, and she doesn't seem to want to talk about them. Yes, Copper Miners. And Ostov is glad that I like them. I love you, Pook. What's it? Swap it? Oh, do I have too much stuff there? Just bury it. All right, let's get rid of some more stuff so I can actually work here. Put some more log stakes out. How about that?
Well, we know it's not anthropology. She won't talk about degrees, she says. Look at that.
Oh.
Man, Mark's degrees are in hotness and art history or something.
Hotness?
Yep.
Well, thanks, Ben. The theater.
Yep, theater.
Theater hotness.
AKA the hotness degree.
I don't see a good place to put a bench unless we put it. Let's pick up this garden lantern and put a bench here. I'll have to go get some more log stakes. Let's see. Floating by a oh, I do have one. Okay. Stone stool, garden lantern, street lamp, stone stool, iron garden bench. That looks kind of sweet. What do you think?
I like that. That looks cute.
Yeah.
I like how the bench increases in cuteness by 5 times as soon as you're sitting in it, though.
Agreed.
Like when you got your little feet like dangling off the bench there, and you're like, ooh.
All right, let's go put some of this shit away. Because now I'm going to pick up a tree on top of it all. open this up a little bit more. We've got trees already going off to the left, so I don't think I need to drown this area in trees so much. All right, what next? Oh, got a grumpy dog back here. God, there's so many flowers. I have to go back to Nook's Cranny and sell flowers when we're trying to design still. I haven't done anything with that waterfall. And we've only got 7 minutes left. We're gonna stick to that. Ostef says, love you more. High-pitched Michael Jackson tee-hee. Did Michael Jackson say tee-hee? Oh, he did.
I think he did, yeah.
I'm gonna put some of these stone stools away.
I think I basically nailed it there.
I agree with you. Let's see. Hold on. I need to put more stuff away. You can put these customization kits away now since we're not changing the color of the log stakes. And then I'm going to put this floating biotope planner away. What else do I have that I can put away? I'm going to go ahead and put the storefront away since we kind of agreed that it's not going to work here. I had a feeling. And that's one of the things that people make fake buildings out of. I just don't see the appeal. I should try making fake buildings on this stream one night. And see what you think of them. Or what I think of them, for that matter. I've tried a couple times. I haven't put too much effort into it. And there's a lot of new stuff. But I hate the forced perspective part of it. Where as soon as you move off the one angle that it works from, it looks like a bunch of crap thrown together. Let's see. What was I getting? I'm too tired to be doing this tonight. Oh, it's not going to be here. I'm going to get one more log stake, and we're going to get a floating biotope planner in white. One more log stake, please. Where are they at? Where are they at? Did I go past them already? Oh, God. I wish you could organize this. I will say, Copper Valor says, I'm not good at fake buildings. I haven't really seen any that are great. I see some that look, okay, or some that look even like compelling, but I haven't seen anywhere just like, oh, that's the way to do it. That's the way to make it look like this is actually a good idea that looks solid. Not to me. What was I getting? Log stakes. It's in the middle of another sentence, but I forgot what I was saying because I'm tired. All right, where'd the log stakes go? I thought I had some more. Maybe I can go make some. It's a good stream tonight. There is one more right there.
You only picked a few up.
Okay. And then, I only had a few left. I got to do some storage management here too. Ooh, I've got those pretty pink blossom lanterns. Oh yeah, I've got plenty of these. Go ahead and pick one of these up. We'll see how we like the way it looks out here. Let's see if I've got the beekeeper stall yet or not. Copper Valor also says April Honey has toured some great castles. Castles don't count. I think like the castles are made to be buildings, like actual buildings. And the fake buildings are made out of like storefronts and stalls. Ben, here's the other stall. I believe this is the beekeeper one. Nope, that's the bamboo one. All right, I see. I think the bamboo one actually looks pretty good, but I use it as a tiki bar on the beach. Where does the harp go? I don't think the harp's a great idea, but we're going to try it. Log stakes. In the long run, I probably won't be opposed to this, just because it's going to be funny. We'll leave it there for a while, see if we end up getting used to it and liking it. Jeez, Castle Tower. Harp. All right, what else do I want to do real fast before this stream ends? Guess we're not getting to the waterfall after all.
Is that what you promised the people? Because, whatever you promise them is what we don't do.
Exactly. I did not promise a waterfall. I promised a village redesign, which we're basically sticking to. Do. That looks nice. It's a good spot for a bush, I think. Ow. Annabelle. She's like, oh, are you digging a hole? Yes, move.
Let me stand in the way.
So I'm always going to run into it. You can't even really see that. She wanted to stand there and smell it.
Yeah.
Nice. It's a good idea.
You can't see her scales very well though, or her armor.
Nah, you see it when she's up close.
Yeah.
Better, anyway. Do 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 do. Put the other bush over here. I'll grab one of these other ones from the back. Do you think it's funny that the flowers bloom all year, but the shrubs only bloom during certain seasons? Which is kind of annoying because the reason I put them out there is because they were pretty, and then the flowers stop, and some of the leaves are kind of ugly. I think the what's it? The mistletoe, the ivy, it's not either one of those things, but it's a. I think they're blooming right now, actually.
The missile ivy too.
Yeah, I'd think of it if I wasn't trying to think of it. If that makes sense. I 100% would. All right, let's.
What kind of bush is it? What color flowers does it have? What's its defining feature?
It has like little berry flowers on it.
Like a poinsettia?
Uh,
Or poinsettia? Some people say it different ways. Holly berries?
maybe it's a hollyberry bush.
Okay.
They're right here, so I'll go. And of course, there's stuff in the way of every one of them.
Oh yeah, those look like holly berries.
Hollyberry. Let's see. It's called a. Holly bush. You got
Holly
it.
bush.
Good job, Ben.
Yep. See, I'm occasionally useful.
Proud of you.
Yep.
Where was that? Tall lantern. Okay. Yeah, his house looks more like a shrine, which would look cool somewhere. Just not as an actual yard, but as like a shrine area. Let's see. I can go ahead and put some of these medieval sides back. And then this is because it is now 1 a.m., so this will be the last thing we do before we end for the night. Ben, can you think of a song that you'd like to sing for us to go out on?
Well, I never know if you have everything on here or not.
Well, try me.
Castle Falls.
That one's
Down with
pretty,
Castle.
That one's pretty easy to find. If I can't find it right away, or if we haven't used it already. I feel like we have. But God only knows if I did it right. Because remember, there was a while where I was putting them in. It was just kind of changing this scene to that song, and so I had to change it back to the default scene, and scenes just don't make sense to me. I don't know why they framed everything that way. I should move that tree there, because it'll make things a lot easier. Oh, they're talking.
Hey, Biscuit.
Well, football. Okay, I think it's a different one every time. And she's always going to be the cheerleader, blah, blah, blah. As her pop star training. Yes. This is all very wholesome. Cute.
Hey, what
Okay.
about my thing? I don't know. What's your thing?
Football. She made it
Oh,
about
yeah.
herself. That's the joke.
Oh.
Because she's peppy, and they do that because she wants to be a celebrity. I don't know. There's a story. All sorts of stories.
Okay.
All right, so we'll see if this fits. It's probably going to be about the same as what just happened with the... Yeah, because they are the same length, but this will at least match up better than the medieval building sites did. And then we'll call it a night. Yeah, who knows what's going to happen this Sunday with the with March Release Madness being over. Little building side. Still have one of those in there?
There'll be stuff. Castle Wall, probably.
That is what I want. I just can't stay on it for some reason. Yeah, we might be able to do like just a 3-hour live stream instead of a 4-hour live stream.
Yeah.
Ooh, I've got an idea. How would it look if I... Because we want it... Ugh, not that one. I can never aim at the flowers correctly. Do 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 do. Yeah, so you getting a new Nintendo Switch when it comes out?
My kids will probably want one, but we'll see. We'll see. It's summertime, so it's like, not the best time for my kids to be getting a Nintendo Switch,
You'd rather them be outside?
Yeah, I'd rather them be, touching grass or whatever, right?
I guess. If you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, I don't have to be into it to make my kids do it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. You just wait, Ben. I don't know why I told you to hold on, sorry.
That's the beauty of being a parent. So you can tell your kids to do stuff you'd never do.
You don't even have to do while you're telling them to do it.
Right.
Alright, Annabelle's house may be too close for this. Oh, yes it is. Okay. Well, we'll see if we can fix that later. But I'm liking the idea of this. Someone just changed clothes. That was what that beautiful sound was. Yeah. It looks like a castle street. This is looking alright. We'll get it improved. I might have to move Annabelle's house again.
Annabelle's just the worst.
Because I wanted to be one step off from Diana's house, and I think I ended up putting it 2 steps off from Diana's house. I like Annabelle. If I'd have been quicker with using points, I would have made Copper Valor get Annabelle as one of her villagers for Unicorn 8. But there we are. We are at 2 hours, and that's enough torture for everybody. Here's where our medieval street ended up. This our nice new medieval village here. It doesn't look too medieval. It looks kind of pretty Princess Palace-y.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's getting there. It looks like it from here ish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're doing all right. Yeah, cool. All right, well, I'll work on it, and we'll see more of it in 2 weeks, because next week we'll be back on Brokey. Hopefully, moving on from the silly museum campus. But yeah, there we go. That's all she wrote. Let me see if I've got Larry's Castle in the
Castle
coffers
Falls.
here. Larry's castle stood so tall, we all sat in awe. I think I have just forgotten to name it, because it looks like it is this. If this is it, it'll be good night. And thanks again, everybody, for joining us. Appreciate you guys done. Thank you, Replay Gang, as well. And see you guys next week, 11 p.m. for Brickworld Crossing. Please join us on Sunday for Think Outside the Blocks at 7 p.m. Central, a responsible time. And we will see you all soon. Nope. All right, so we got to start a new scene. That was not it. Which one was that? Remember
That was Daddy
time?
Ben. Daddy Ben, so Ohio.
Ben brought Miles in. Yep. Okay, so let's see. Larry's Castle.
Didn't tell him nothing except it's about his chagrin.
Yep. I wonder if they can hear us right now, actually. Video file, choose file. It's compelling live streaming. And Ben, I'll hang out for a minute or two. I'm gonna have to use the bathroom, of course. Is this an intro or an outro? What did I do? Oh my god, you guys. I'm sorry. YouTube intro, YouTube outro. There we go. I thought I just called it Larry's Castle. This is fun. She can hear us. Or they can hear us. Whoever's here.
Yeah.
So let's see if I can just find it this way. Larry's Castle. Stood so tall, MP4. Larry Falls full opt. Okay. That should be it. I don't know if full means that it has captions. But, I don't know if that's the song. Let's try it.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, this is the armory. Here's my little Here's my staircase.
Dear
I'm pretty
Lord,
proud of
man.
Staircase.
Hey, Ben, have you ever...
Nope, never mind.
That's not it. No.
I have two of them. I have Daddy Ben is So Ohio twice. I really have to use the bathroom, so I'm just going to play Jazzy Viking Bricks, and then we'll end it there. I'll catch you on the other side, Ben.
Cool.
Ben and Mark made a new best friend when Jazzy Viking Bricks joined the team. Said she likes Lego and Animal Crossing too. Makes amazing comments all the way through. She makes them laugh, lights up the chat, making fun comments until the show is wrapped. Then why did Mark Banner like a total effing jerk and delete all the comments like an evil effing jerk? Mark and Jazzy Viking Bricks like a total effing jerk. What the F is wrong with him? That total effing jerk.
I think I just accidentally banned somebody. Jazzy Viking Bricks was banned? No. No. Their comments were removed? Jesus.
How do you unban
No,
somebody?
I don't know. I don't know. Crap.
How'd you do that?
I don't know.
Serious?
What the hell just happened? Oh my god, this is terrible. This is so... How did this happen?
This is the worst thing
Oh
we've
my
done.
God. Yo, I don't even know how... I don't know.
Poor Jazzy.
And we love her.
My face lights up when she shows up. Loves every comment, bringing each one up. Then why did Mark Banner like it's total effing jerk and delete all her comments like an evil effing jerk? Mark said why we do this like total effing jerks. Then said you know how we, you total effing jerk.
And then barf in the bad way that we...
Could you please stop saying we banter? I don't want to hear that again.
Mark and Jazzy Viking Bricks like total effing jerk. What the F is wrong with him? That's total effing jerk. That total effing jerk. That total effing jerk. That total